Good afternoon and welcome to WNY Athletics High School Football. I'm your play-by-play host, Tony Kelligeri. Joining me, Tony Fiorella, and our producer and cameraman, Mr. Frank Wolf. Tony, good afternoon. We're ready for some football today.
Good afternoon, Tony. This is going to be a pretty good matchup. I mean, this is really a matchup of, I think, two teams who are really on the rise. A couple of years ago, they weren't too hot, and then last year they really improved quite a bit, and now it looks like they're going to be ready to take that next step.
Well, one thing about high school football, it ebbs and flows. You're going to have your ups and downs. Certain classes are going to be better than other classes. It really all starts with the youth level and how they develop and come up, and are they ready for the high school grind. And these kids are putting in a lot of work, and it's really special to be out here today, considering that we miss football in the fall, and a lot of these kids, they've been idle for a long time. They haven't been out there, so they're just excited to get out here and play a few games. The Section 6 is playing like 5 games. I think Monsignor Martin's 6 games. So at least we're able to get these seniors a chance to be able, have that memory of playing their senior year, albeit a shortened season.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest here, COVID can be a you-know-what, but then end up having to push it back to the spring. But hey, spring football is better than no football, right? I
take it like this, and I'm going to put a positive spin on it. In Florida and Texas, states like that in the South, they have spring football, and it's a great way for your underclassmen to get prepared for the fall season. So just think about this. They're getting the extra reps. Anytime you can get reps in practice, it's a good thing for your freshmen, sophomores, and juniors as they get ready for the fall. They'll be that much better.
Yep. And for most people, especially for high school kids, the more you play, the better you get, and that's definitely going to be the case, at least this year.
You think about how frustrating it has been for them. They're sitting there, they're putting in the time in the weight room, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster, but having to lay idle. And we had the opportunity to talk to several high school coaches last summer about what they've been doing in a lot of Zoom meetings and things like that to get them up to speed, so they're able to go through the mental aspect of the game, but it's different when you're not able to physically practice it on the field.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely no substitute for live action. I mean, you can go against people in 7-on-7 football all the time, and 9-on-7s, in 11 on 11 in practice. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you keep going against the same guys every single day. There's nothing that replicates live action football against a quality opponent. So
absolutely,
here we go.
Getting ready for kickoff. Depew will kick it off to Lakeshore.
7-on-7 football.
Lakeshore going from our left to our right, and we are underway. Short kickoff, fielded around the 30, brought up closer to over the 40, gang tackled at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lakeshore.
For a split second, I almost thought that was a pooch kick. I mean, that was pretty high and short, and ended up getting down to about pretty close to, I think, the 40. What is it about the? Actually, no, that is the 29-yard line. So it's pretty decent field position for Lakeshore to start off with.
Looking at the flag to our right, you can see the wind is blowing from the right to the left. A bit breezy today. Lakeshore in the shotgun. Waiting for the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on the left side, and he is brought down for a short gain. Mike Neary, senior quarterback for Lakeshore.
Yeah, it's a good way to pick up some positive yards on first down, and looks like Lakeshore is going to be able to get rolling here and be able to get off on a good note.
2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. Breaking huddle led by big number 99 for the Eagles. They got some good size on their offensive line. Waiting for the snap in the shotgun pitch. Reversing field to the left. Brought down after a 2 or 3 yard gain. Nice little pickup there for Lakeshore. It looked like Julian Martin on the carry.
Yeah, and it's a good thing he cut back too, because everyone was pursuing it over to the right side. And once he cut back, there was some green grass there, and he was able to pick up, I think, about 3 or 4 yards?
Short gain on this, so we're looking at 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the 33. Shotgun. Waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Throwing to left. It's almost intercepted. Great effort there by Christian Pagano. Almost stepped in front of it. Couldn't come up with the grab. And it'll be 4th down for Lakeshore.
Nice play by Pagano. He read the quarterback's eyes the whole way, and once he made that little outcut towards the right, he just kind of baited him and then jumped up and nearly made the pick, and almost could have gotten a pick 6 actually. But either way, it's a good stop for Depew, and now it looks like they're gonna have to be able to return the punt.
Number 90 out there right now, Andrew Hewson for Lakeshore. Waiting for a snap. High snap, brings it in. Little bit of pressure, almost blocked. It's a low punt. Fielded at the 34. Nice cut back to the right side. Breaking a tackle. Great carry there, Jason Lamas for Depew.
Bit of a short punt there, and it was kind of a line drive if we want to use baseball terms. But the returner was able to pick it up, and instead of having to only pick up a couple of yards, was able to get a nice gain out of that. And now we're near midfield for Depew, and it should be a good starting point for them.
You always have to love it when your special team sets you up in great field position, as Depew has done.
Third of the game.
2 backs in the eye for Chris Peters. Hand off to the tailback on the right side, breaking tackles. Pagano, 1st down and more, crossing the 30 to about the 27.
Nice run by Pagano to start off. I mean, he's probably one of the better running backs in Section 6, and he just took the handoff and just really ran right up the gut. And now it's inside the 30-yard line, and it's a very, very nice pickup and a very nice start for Depew here.
1st and 10, Wildcats, 9:48 remaining in opening quarter. Still no score. Peters under center, 2 backs in the eye. Hand off to Pagano on the right side. Cuts it out. He's got room. Shoved out of bounds inside the 10.
Little off tackle run for Pagano. Gets another nice gain, actually. And I'm telling you right now, Depew is going to be leaning on him quite a bit this year. And this is just the very start of it. And now it's right near the 10-yard line for Depew, and they're going to be punching it in right here.
If you keep getting that kind of production as a coach, you just keep feeding them. Give him the ball.
Yep.
Peters under center, 2 backs in the eye. Ethan Westfield, the fullback. Hand off to Pagano. This time he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Nice stand by Lakeshore's defense here.
Andrew Hewson, the sophomore, in on the tackle for the Eagles.
Yeah, and they basically said, okay, you're gonna keep running at us. All right, we're gonna step right up, and we're gonna stuff you right now. So let's see how Depew responds to this.
2nd down and 13. Ball spotted on the 13-yard line. Peters under center. Back split in the backfield. Hand off to the left side. Pagano fumbles, but he's able to recover his own fumble at about the 19.
Close call. Very, very close call. I mean, if you're a coach, you never want to see your team turn it over inside the red zone. And they nearly did it there, but they got lucky. Pagano was able to bounce right back on it and keep him in possession for Depew.
3rd down and 19 for the Wildcats. Peters in the shotgun. 4 receivers set for Depew. The snap. Peters back to pass. Thrown it to the right side into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown Depew.
Nice throw. He was able to get some air under it and be able to put it in a spot where only his receiver can get it. And
Jesse Capitano with the reception and touchdown.
Capitano was just able to jump right up over the defender and pull that one down, and it's 6 points for Depew.
Now time for the point after. For the Wildcats, they're shuffling personnel in and out. Point after attempt by Anthony Mackey. The spot, the kick, and it looks good. Depew on the board first, 7-0 over Lakeshore. 8:13 remaining in the opening quarter. Very impressive drive for Depew.
Yeah, it was nice and efficient. I mean, except for that one botch handoff, but either way, they were.
Hey, you can't have it perfect.
Hey, look at nobody's perfect. But you know, at the same time, that's a very nice drive for Depew
Sure.
to be able to punch it in and get those opening points of the season, and maybe they can build on it. We'll see.
You know, one thing, the Lakeshore defensive coaches, they're going to have to look at how are we going to stop Pagano. And one thing I'm really impressed is his vision. When he cuts through the line, there's options. He can cut left or cut right. He's seeing the field very well and making the right decisions where he's going with the ball.
Yeah, and you know, if you're a running back, usually if you want to, if once you're getting the handoff, you're usually looking at those second level defenders, and it seems like Pagano is one of those kind of guys who can be able to see which gaps the linebackers are shooting, and once he figures out where they're going, he's gonna be able to go the opposite of where they are and can just take it from there. And he's had a nice drive, and it's just really a continuation of what he did last year, and it looks like it's gonna happen again this year.
Depew getting ready to kick. Mackey kicks short squibber or line drive, fielded by number 32, Julian Martin, up the left side. And he is brought down by a host of Depew players at around the 33, 34, right around there.
I'm wondering how Lakeshore is going to respond to that last drive because once a team gets up early on you, it's all up to you how you're going to be able to respond to that. And
yeah, you're going to be the type that's going to put your head down and give up, or you're going to be the type that's going to fight. And coaching staff's about to find out who is who on their squad.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Shotgun. Setting a man in motion, but we have got movement, and they're going to flag Lakeshore. They'll bring them back 5 yards.
Yep, that's not a great way for. We were just talking about how are they going to respond, and hey, that's little full start penalty. That's. Not quite the way that Dan Russell, the head coach at Lakeshore, is going to want to see his team start off.
And you got to expect you're going to have some bumps along the way. Things aren't going to go as smooth as you would like. It's
especially it's your first game,
right? And you haven't been able to put the practice time in that you normally would during a normal season.
Mm-hmm.
2nd down and 15. Quarterback keeper on the left side and nowhere to go. A host of Depew players there to bring him down. Like several Wildcats in on the tackle.
Very nice play for Depew right there. I mean, Lakeshore kind of started off the game a little bit with a lot of quarterback runs, and it seems like Depew is going to start to kind of key on that a little bit.
It was like Neary, he wanted to pass, but immediately took the ball in and went. If he's getting happy feet this early, this could be a long day for Lakeshore.
Yeah, if you're a coach, you never want to see your quarterback get happy feet, and especially being under pressure in the pocket and whatnot. That might not be a good sign for them.
4 receivers set for Lakeshore. Neary in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. 2nd down and 19. Looking for somewhere to go, but he can't. He is brought down for a loss. Depew defense all over him, led by number 65, Matt Russo.
Yeah, one of the bright spots for last year for Depew was their defense really improved last year a lot. Their point differential from 2018 and 19 was a huge step up. They went from -29 in 2018 to +35 in 2019. That's a
big
giant
difference.
jump.
Big difference.
Huge difference. And Depew, they were all over them on that last play. That quarterback had very little time to throw. They were there in literally like 3 seconds or less.
Tony, do you have a 3rd down and 25 play to draw up here? Whew. 5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Neary, shotgun, fumbles a snap but gets it off, throws up a high prayer of a pass on the left side, incomplete. 4th down for Lakeshore.
And not only were we talking about that pass rush in that last play, but another thing that's really really an area to look forward to with Depew this year is how are they going to be able to replace P.J. Burns and Zach Tomanovich. They were among the Section 6 leaders last year in interceptions, and if you can be able to replace your secondary, your passer should be able to benefit, and it sure looked like that in that last play.
4th down and 25, punt situation, fumbles the snap! And the punter's brought down at about the 6-yard line. He had no time whatsoever to get a punt off. That's a big play for Depew special teams.
This is an excellent starting point for Depew. I mean, the defensive stand, efficient drive. You're up 7-0, and it looks like you could be able to get in position to increase that lead early on. Everything's lining up for Depew right now.
Absolutely. So it'll be a 1st down and goal situation for the Wildcats. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line, 6:08 remaining in the opening quarter. Depew with a 7-0 lead over Lakeshore. I would imagine we'll probably see a good, actually Pagano's not in the backfield now.
I was just going to say, I thought they would have tried to lean on him, but maybe he's just getting a bit of a breather here.
3 backs in the eye. Handoff to the right side. Number 34, Ethan Westfield on the carry. Short pickup.
Yeah, nice little power I formation, and you're bringing that extra back there to almost kind of make it what some people refer to as a full house formation. You get that extra lead blocker back there, just try to cram it right down your opponent's throat, and they're able to pick up a couple of yards here, and let's see what they do next.
Ball spotted on the 4-yard line. Again, 3 backs in the eye. Handoff on the left side. Short gain there. Couldn't tell if that was Capitano or not.
Yeah, not
No, Capitano's coming in now.
Yeah, that was. They basically went with that same formation again. Said, okay, we had success in the last play. Let's do it again. So, but this time Lakeshore was ready, and now it brings up 3rd down. Where's the 2nd and 5?
Should be 3rd and 5.
3rd, yeah. There we go. It is 3rd and 5.
2 backs now in the eye. Fake handoff, roll out,
Right.
throw in,
Touchdown.
and that's an easy touchdown there for Landon Pidwiski. Nice toss there by Peters. Wide open on the right side. Depew going now for the extra point.
Yeah, a little bootleg right there. Get him flowing to one side and they are going to the other. And he was wide open the flat. That it's an easy 6 points for Depew.
The one thing is already they're keep putting Lakeshore on their heels, and they're going to be second guessing themselves. The put down, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Depew over Lakeshore. 4:46 remaining in the opening quarter. Depew very impressive early on. And it's that, they're impressive. Lakeshore is struggling with a couple of mistakes. They're going to need to iron these mistakes out.
Yeah, this is not the best way to be able to start your season off. But I'll tell you what, I'd like to give credit to whoever's calling the plays for Depew. I'm not sure if it's Russell or if it's not Russell. It's if it's D'Arienzo or if it's another one of their coaches. But this is a nice way to be able to get your opponents off balance and be able to keep them on their heels right from the opening of the game, right from the get-go.
As a defensive coordinator, I can tell you right now, if you are unsure what the offense is going to do, it makes it very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and now it seems like Lakeshore's a bit on their heels right now. Let's see how they respond here. If they could be able to get another score and put themselves right back in this.
Well, if you're on the coaching staff, you're definitely shouting out to your players. Calm, stay calm, and just stick to your fundamentals. Concentrate on your technique.
Yep.
Wind has picked up a little bit more, so now they're going to have a little help with holding the ball for the kickoff. And Maddie gives it a line drive. Ball's going to settle down inside the 20, picked up, and brought down at about the 33.
That's an encouraging sign for Lakeshore. You can get a couple of yards there, but the thing is, The thing is, if your offense has got to be able to do something here. You've had two straight drives now where they just kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. Now the question is, if they got to get themselves back in this game if they want a chance. How are they going to be able to take advantage or be able to find a weakness in this Depew defense?
Right. As a coach, you find out a lot about your players in this type of situation.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. Shotgun, man in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep to the right side. And about 5 or 6 yards on the carry for Grayson Krezenowitz.
Yeah, a little jet sweep there. You get the receiver going in motion from the left, and another one of those misdirection plays that we mentioned before. He gets the pitch, and he be able to take it up for a nice positive gain. And
we've seen the Bills do that a lot with Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah, and
put him in motion on the shotgun, and then just quick little shuttle pass, and away he goes.
It's a growing trend right now at the high school and college levels, and it's gone up to the NFL now in many ways.
3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Shotgun for Neary. Handoff up the middle. Maybe a yard. Schwartz in there on the tackle for Depew.
I've got a feeling that Lakeshore's going to be passing on this play. I just got a feeling because it's 3rd and 3. I mean, on one hand, it's very short yardage, and they've had success running a little bit. But at the same time, if it's 3rd down and you're a football coach, more often than not, you're likely to pass, no matter what the down and distance is.
O-line is going to need to do their job to give Neary time.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case. Well,
5 receivers set now for the Eagles. Neary, shotgun. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, and Schwartz is there to bring him down, short of the 1st down.
Well, color me wrong. They end up going for the run there. I mean, the thing is, in that 3rd and 3, they line up in an empty formation with a bunch to the right, and the math says if you only got 2 defenders there on 3 offensive guys, maybe you could throw it there, and be able to pick up a 1st down that way. But hey, the coaches know more than I do. So and they thought they'd be able to get a 1st down there, but they're going to go for it here, and then let's see if they can pick it up.
4th down and 1. What can you blame them? They've been having troubles with the snap, especially on punting. Neary, shotgun, 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers set. Bad snap there. He's going to keep it on the left side. He's going to lose yardage.
Yeah,
looked like Aiden Matter on the stop.
Yeah, Depew was all over that, and now they're going to be able to take over right around the 40-yard line, and this is a very nice start to the day for Depew through the opening 1st quarter, and you can't really ask for much better if you're Depew.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 2:18 remaining in the opening quarter. Depew with a 14-0 lead. High school football, WNY Athletics. Tony Caligiuri along with Tony Fiorella and Mr. Frank Wolf on camera duties today. 1st and 10. Handoff to Pagano on the right side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Good for about 8 yards. A little shifty running there by Christian Pagano, the senior running back for Depew.
Just keep it rolling with him. If you're the Wildcats, just keep giving it to Pagano. And if you keep giving it to him, you're gonna have success.
Feed the man, he's hungry.
Yep. He sure looks like it. He's picked up he's picked up about 6 yards here, and it's now 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats. Let's see what they do.
Wind is starting to blow debris onto the field. 2nd down and 4. Ball spotted on the 33-yard line. Peters, hands off on the right side. Short gain there. He lost a yard.
Yeah. It's now going to be 3rd and 5 from what I...
Lakeshore's been pretty stout in the middle. It's really the outside that they're struggling off tackle, but they've been pretty decent inside the tackles as far as the run defense goes.
Yeah, and that's a nice starting point for Lakeshore, first of all. But but they gotta be able to contend with Depew going outside. And let's see what happens here on this third down.
Peters back to pass, throwing over the middle, interception at the 20. Lakeshore still with the ball. I thought he was going to be down, but no. Finally brought down at about the 36-yard line. I'm trying to catch the number. It looked like number 20.
Jane Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy with a nice pick. Lakeshore defense responding in a big way.
That's a good play by Kennedy to start off with. Maybe this is the jump start Lakeshore needs. I mean, you need a little spark. Yeah, and you need that little spark to be able to get the guys going on the sidelines and be able to get them to believe that they're still in this game. Let's see if maybe they can take advantage of this.
1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 38-yard line of Depew. Neary, shotgun, one back in the backfield. Struggles with the shotgun snap. He's going to have to keep it, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. They are really struggling with this center quarterback exchange.
Yeah, something's got to be done here if you're Lakeshore, because you can't keep botching the exchanges between the center and the quarterback. It doesn't matter whether you're in shotgun or under center. I mean, if you can't handle the snap,
sooner or later, wouldn't you think that it might be better to put him under center?
Either put him under center or maybe get a different guy in there to take the snaps. I mean, you never know. I mean,
it's obviously hurting them when they want to throw, and I think we got a timeout on the play. No, they're going to say it's the end of the first quarter. So that does it. Quarter number 1 in the books. Depew with a 14-0 lead over visiting Lakeshore. You're listening and watching high school football, WNY Athletics. We'll be back after this.
Let me know when you're ready to.
Hang on, let me just get a sip of water before we raise the mic.
That's what I probably should have got.
What's that?
Water bottle.
If you need any, help yourself.
Oh, yeah.
We're back. Depew High School. It is 2nd down and 13 for Lakeshore. Excuse me, I was trying to get a drink of water there. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Neary in the shotgun. Quick pass to the outside. On the right, on the left, brought down short. Pass was completed to Krezenowski. I'm going to really struggle with this name. My apologies.
Yeah, a little screen there. Pick up some positive yards for Lakeshore, and it's not going to be, 3rd and 9?
Yep, and then, Tony, you hit it right on the head. It's positive yards. It's stuff to build off. You just had an interception. Your team is now getting that spark, and you want to get positive yards. Now you need to get the first.
Yep, and you got to be able to go down the field here and see what your quarterback can do here.
I don't believe they've had a first yet.
I don't think so either, and hopefully they can get this quarterback center exchange right.
Four receivers set. Neary back to pass. Clean snap. Running to the right. Looking for somewhere to throw. He throws incomplete in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Fourth down for the Eagles.
We were talking about happy feet before. I thought Neary he did have a little bit more time than he actually did because he started bailing out of the pocket a little early there. But he saw a guy open. I mean, for what it's worth, he did see a guy open there. Tried to thread the needle and it didn't quite work. So.
Went right through the hands.
Oh yeah,
one of those things you would like to have. You like to have made the reception as a receiver, but again, it's chilly out, it's windy. I'm not trying to make excuses, but the conditions are not ideal. And you've been sitting idle for over a year.
Oh yeah, that too. Rustiness cannot be discredited here because that's, like I said, these kids have not played in a year and a half, and it shows at least on Lakeshore's part.
They're going to go for it on fourth down. Depew's going to call a timeout. I think, you got to look at what's going on with Lakeshore right now. They struggled with that snap, especially on punting situations. The punter's barely able to get the ball. So they're thinking is let's just go for it on fourth down every time. That way we're not losing yards.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean, look, you're already down 14-0. You got it. You can't just, and as of right now, they haven't been able to stop Depew. You got to. You got to do something to be able to show that you've got faith in this offense. If you're Dan Russell at Lakeshore, you got to be able to show that you've got trust that your offense can be able to not just pick up this first down here, but can be able to string plays along and be able to eventually get a scoring play out of it and get your team back into this outcome. And I know it's early to be able to do it, but hey.
You think about this too is as a coach, you really want to find out what works for your team. Do the counters work, the misdirections? Do we spread the field? Do we throw the ball? Again, because of not being able to put as much time. I'm sure they did their Zoom meetings and their video and all that stuff, and the kids on their laptops or whatever studying the plays. But as we said earlier, if you're not out there on the field executing those plays, sometimes it can be difficult.
Yeah. There's zero substitution for be able to get live reps against another opponent. You can't just keep going against yourself all the time in practices and whatnot. So,
fourth down, Neary in the shotgun, Jesse John the tailback, three wide receivers. Looks like they're keeping an end in to block. Waiting for the snap. The snap, fake handoff, roll out. Under pressure, throws a little dump pass, incomplete. Ball was behind the intended receiver, John.
You mentioned earlier before about teams being able to see what works early on and whatnot. And even though it's a shortened season this year for Section 6, the one thing I always like to bring up when it comes to that sort of stuff, when it comes to early in seasons, for it doesn't matter what level it is, high school, college, the NFL. The example I always used to use is Bill Belichick. The New England Patriots, they always see September as an extended preseason for them. And even if they might lose a game or two here and there, as long as they can figure out what kind of a team they are and see what they can do, that's all that matters. And then they can pick it up from there and keep rolling.
1st and 10 for Depew. Handoff on the right side. Great little run there by Pagano. Just short of the 30-yard line.
Guess who? It's Pagano once again. I mean, this kid is just picking up yards left and right, and it's mostly to the right side, but you know what I mean. Either way, they're just gonna keep feeding this kid the ball all day long, and it's
what works.
Yeah, go with what works. It's fun to watch this kid play.
2nd down and 2, ball spotted on the 31, 10:54 remaining in the half. Two backs in the eye. Handoff to Pagano on the left side, cuts through, breaks through the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle to the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. One referee wasn't sure if he stepped out or not. He conferred with the other, said it was good. Breaking the tackle, getting into the end zone, Pagano.
Good ISO run right up the middle. Be able to get a block from your fullback and just follow him and just be able to take it to the house. That's a nice old school little play by Depew right there. And now they're 20-0, and they're trying to get a a stranglehold on this contest.
Waiting for the point after the snap, the put down, the kick is up. It looks good. 21-0 Depew on top of Lakeshore. 10:45 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, if you're the Wildcats, this is the exact start they want. It's 21-0. You're cruising along. Your offense has just been going up and down the field, just making plays left and right, and they just gotta keep doing what they're doing, and then if they are, then they'll be sure to come away with this one.
Lakeshore, a lot to think about now. Now, what do you do offensively to try to get things going? The passing game hasn't been there. Neary's been a little bit erratic with his throws. He's also had receivers drop the ball. They're having a difficult time running the ball. It's tough, and I have to tell you, I thought Lakeshore would do a little bit more based on the size of their offensive line. They're really big up front and not able to capitalize or go with it.
Yeah, it's put it this way. I'm not envious of Dan Russell's position right now. We're being down 21-0. You got to be able to do something on offense here. Just do something positive.
Short kick fielded at the 25, stumbles and brought down was Kranozowitz. I may just call him Grayson K, number 7 for Lakeshore. Short kickoff, he was able to get some positive yards. They're going to spot it at the 35, 1st and 10, Lakeshore.
I'm starting to wonder here if Lakeshore is going to start throwing the ball more. I mean, you're down 21-0. You got to play catch up quick, and you got to be able to. I mean, you never know if they get a completion or two here, they might just start going no huddle. I mean, you got to be able to make up for lost time here if you're Lakeshore.
At least you would want to.
Yeah.
3 receivers set, 1 back in the backfield. Neary in the shotgun. They've been exclusively in the shotgun formation. Pitch out to the right side. Not much doing there. Maybe a yard. Looked like Beamish with the carry for Lakeshore.
It's a nice little starting point there for Lakeshore. You get a couple of yards here, but like I said, I mean, I'm thinking you gotta be able to make up the lost time here. You gotta start going no huddle. I mean,
you'd like to get a big play in just to for the spark like that interception they had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Neary in the shotgun. 3 receivers set, 1 back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle and nowhere to go. Trimba in on the stop for Depew.
Now 3rd and 8, I believe.
Yep, 3rd and 8. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line.
It's got to be some sort of a pass, but I'm just wondering how Russell and Lakeshore are going to be able to attack this defense. I mean, so far, it seems like Neary doesn't trust his offensive line enough. I mean, it seems like almost every other time he's dropped it back to pass, he's been having to bail out either due to actual pressure or perceived pressure.
Right.
So let's see how he handles it here.
Shotgun, back to pass, throw over the middle, in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Bring up a 4th down and 8 for the Eagles. Pass intended for Grayson K.
Yeah, that was a little shot over the middle, and unfortunately, Lakeshore was not able to pick up the first down here, so it's 4th and 8. Punting it here? Yeah, it looks like it.
I think they may have changed whoever's snapping. Someone else is in now. We have a little bit better luck on the snaps. Waiting for slow snap, gets the punt off. And that sails out of bounds, close to the 50. We'll see where the officials mark it.
I want to say Easton was the one who was taking the snaps first for Lakeshore. I didn't catch who was now lining up at center for them, but
it was tough to tell. I almost want to say it was one of the running back numbers. I don't know if it was Beamish or someone else, but definitely looked like they changed up.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, you had to do something. You know what I mean? One of the most important things when it comes to not just the efficiency of the passing game, but the offense as a total. You know, you got to be able to fix that quarterback center exchange. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Hand off to the fullback up the middle for Depew. He'll be brought down at about the 45-yard line. Ethan Westfield with the carry.
And now the advantage, if you're the Wildcats, to being up 21-0 early on, is you could just start basically almost, I don't want to say do whatever you want, but you could just start hand the ball off a little bit more, and you can be able to just try to run it down their throats. So far, Lakeshore hasn't been able to show the ability to stop the run, and so I'm not really surprised that Depew is going to keep going with it.
3 backs in the eye. Hand off to the Westfield again. This time he was lined up in the tailback position, and he's got the first down. But there is a flag on the play. Illegal procedure against Depew. One of the few things that has gone against Depew today. Mm-hmm. So that'll bring them back 5 yards.
Yeah.
2nd down and 9. Ball spotted on the 45. 8:10 remaining in the half. Depew up 21-0.
2nd down and 8, and gotta think Depew's gonna try some sort of a pass here because they've been running it all day, and the down and distance just makes you feel like they're gonna start throwing it a little bit more.
Or you could just give it to Pagano.
Yeah.
Either way.
You can't do wrong with that. Put it that way.
2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Hand off to Pagano up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Crossing or just short of the 40. Looks like he got the first down.
Yeah, you're right. Just give it to Pagano. Just let him run. And that's exactly what they did there. And it's a first down for the Depew Wildcats.
And at this point, I mean, you're up 21-0. Keep it on the ground. You want to chew up clock. You don't want to rub it in your opponent's face.
No.
You want to show a little bit of respect, a little sportsmanship, and I think that's what Depew is doing. We'll probably see them relying on the run from here on out. 2 backs in the eye. Fakes the handoff. Short screen pass. Brought down for a loss. Maybe, yeah. Seth Otrimba with the reception, and he lost yards on the play. Short little screen to the left, didn't quite work out so well.
No, but and Lakeshore was able to sniff that one out, but
and it acts as just as the same as a running play. You're making the completion behind the line of scrimmage and hoping your back can take off.
Yeah, I mean, they say the screen's almost like extended handoffs,
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's a dump off to the running back or the receiver, but either way.
2 backs in the eye. Looked like we had some movement there. Up the middle, Pagano's just running people over. First down. No flag on the play. I thought there was movement on the left side of the Depew line. First down for the Wildcats.
This Pagano kid is an animal. I mean, he's just he's just imposing his will on this game.
What I like about it, and just watching them on that play, if you were to isolate that play, and you see once he makes contact, you see his legs are churning. They keep going. Doesn't stop. That's what you teach a running back. And he's able to break tackles and move the chains.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. 5:46 remaining in the half. 2 backs in the eye once again. Equipment repair, officials helping him out. Peters back under center. Long snap count, handoff up the middle. Short gain there for Dawson Kazmierzak.
Keep the clock moving.
2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and get other running backs involved. Right? I know Pagano's been great, but hey, it's opening game of the season. You want to see what your other kids can do, you know?
Absolutely.
Just give everybody some work here, especially now that you're up 21-0. I mean, it's not an insurmountable lead, but at the same time, just the way things have been going for Depew.
It's been all Depew so far in the first half.
Absolutely.
Peters under center, 2 backs in the eye, 2 receivers to the left. We had movement on the left side, and they'll blow the play dead. Looked like Schwartz moved.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming back.
Not many fans in here. Of course, now with the COVID rules, you're allowed, I guess, 2 fans per player. I guess that's what they're allowed. And everybody's, nicely spaced out. Slot man in motion, handoff to the slot. Nowhere to go. Brought out of bounds there. Alex Phillips on the carry.
Yeah, Lakeshore was able to see that one and stop that one there. But you were talking about not having enough fans here. That's the one thing that you really miss about not being able to have games in the fall and being able to have it in normal circumstances. You want to be able to have it as a packed house,
Right. Well, some schools don't. Fans don't travel as well, and some schools they don't have the support in the community that others does. Depew, very good support. Back to pass for Peters, throwing it up the right side, into the end zone, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Jesse Capitano cannot come down with the ball.
To quote baseball announcer Bob Euchre, that was just a little bit outside.
Just outside.
but it's okay. It looks like Depew will be able to fight for another down here. It's fourth. I mean, it's fourth down, but at the same time, they've had their way with Lakeshore for most of this game. Let's see if maybe they can pick it up here and get this first down.
4th down and 11. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. 3:40 remaining in the half. Depew up 21-0. Peters in the shotgun. And in motion. Back to pass. Roll into his left. He's going to keep it up the middle. And he is brought down for a loss. It looked like Zach Easton on the stop for Lakeshore. I should say big Zach Easton.
Yeah, that kid is...
He's huge.
Yeah, he's got some good size, though. I'll tell you what. And, if you're Depew, you get the snap there. You don't want to do anything stupid. You don't want to turn it over. So if there's nothing there, either throw it away or take the sack. It's
You're not going to hurt yourself.
Live to fight another down.
Lakeshore looking to mount something before the half. You'd like to be able to end the half on something positive.
Yeah.
Neary in the shotgun. Waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. And a flag down. After the hit, you have to wonder if they're going to call for targeting or not.
It might be. I mean, especially after that play, that was a big hit, very big hit. So, and
pass interference.
Oh, okay.
Pushed off. That'll give Lakeshore their first down of the afternoon.
I mean, if you're Lakeshore at this point, you basically take it any way you can get it. I mean, they just haven't had any success so far on that side of the ball. They've got to be able to move the ball down the field now and get some sort of points, anything, if they want to be able to get back into this.
Neary in the shotgun. Waiting for the snap. Looking to his right or his left. Throwing deep. Ball is tipped away. Great defensive play there by Riley Kubiak.
You could almost say it was a great defensive play by the wide receiver because that almost looked like it was a punt. I mean, I thought for sure that Depew was going to pick that off, but nice play by number 7 there from Lakeshore, Grayson I don't know. He said we're gonna butcher his
Grayson
last name.
K.
Grayson K. We're gonna butcher his last name all day long. So
My apologies, Grayson.
Yeah.
And to your family.
yeah, I'm sure he's a great kid. But hey, it was a nice play by him knocking it down and being able to live the fight for 2nd and 10.
Neary in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Brought down after a short gain. Ethan Westfield in on the tackle for Depew. Looked like Julian Martin carried the ball for Lakeshore.
Yeah, and it's a little more than 3 minutes to go, and let's see what happens here. I mean, Lakeshore's got a. The one thing they need more than anything is an explosive play. They gotta figure out a way to get that somehow, some way.
Neary in the shotgun. 4 receiver set. High snap. Throws. Tipped out of bounds. Looked like it was intended for Jolise John, one of his running backs, incomplete.
Fourth down here. It's
4th down, 4th and 8, ball spotted on the 45.
looks like they're going for it. I mean, you really got to do it almost every 4th down now if you're Lakeshore, unless you're totally pinned inside like your own 20. Being down 21-0 early on.
It's a tough hole to climb out of.
Yeah, for anybody.
Waiting for the snap. 5 receiver set. Under tremendous pressure. He's able to get off to John on the right side. Incomplete. Couldn't handle it. A lot of pressure there by Depew.
Yeah, let's just say that one did not work out the way they planned it. But hey, Depew will absolutely take it. They can be able to get that. They'll be able to get the ball once again and maybe be able to increase their lead to 28-0.
1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 45. .226 remaining in the opening half. Depew up easily, 21-0. Sun's coming out. It seems like it's getting a little bit warmer out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's spring's almost like another fall, kind of. Really, if you think about it, I mean a little more rain in the spring, but hey, it's
just happy to be out here. We're happy to be out here watching football.
Yeah, it's sure better than the alternative. Put it that way.
1st down and 5. Ball spotted on the 40. .226 remaining in the half. I'm sure Depew would love to kill the clock out at this point and go into the halftime with a comfortable lead. 2 backs in the eye. Handoff. Capitano to the 35-yard line. Pagano, did he get enough for the 1st down? Looks like he did.
Yep,
they're going to move the chains. So 1st and 10, ball spotted on the 34. 2:14 and counting left in the half. High school football back in action. WNY Athletics. Peters under center. Pitch to Pagano on the left side. He's got room. Breaks a tackle, and it looks like he's good for another 1st down.
good little toss to the outside and be able to get around the corner and be able to pick up that 1st down for Depew there. Just keep feeding Pagano.
If he would have broke that tackle, he would have been gone. No, there was nobody around. Pitch out to the right. To Capitano. He cuts back to his left, reversing field, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Brought down at around the 15-yard line, and we've got penalty flags. I'll take a guess at a face mask.
Man, most likely. I mean, if you're just trying to bring him down any way you can if you're Lakeshore.
No, it looks like it's going to come against Depew.
Oh.
Block to the back.
That negates a really, really impressive run by Pagano there.
He's going to chew somebody out in the locker room.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it could be worse. It could have been like a 60-yard run for a touchdown and being called back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that would really be annoying if you're a running back.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen a few times.
First down and 16 for the Wildcats. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line, 120 and counting. Peters, shotgun. 4 receivers set for the Wildcats. Back to pass, rolling out, throwing deep. He's got a man. Tipped away but caught. The DB put his hand on it, but Depew was still able to come down with it. Number 81 for the Wildcats.
Jack Molino with a touchdown reception for the Wildcats.
Jack Molino. Hey, look at it. He basically just chucked it up down the sidelines and batted around a little bit, but Molino was able to come down with that for the touchdown for Depew, and it's now they're about to be up by a 4-touchdown lead here.
Molino, the senior for the Wildcats. Great concentration. As I said, the defensive back got his hand on it, but Molino kept his eye on the ball, was able to bring it down. Point after kick is good. 28-0, 107 remaining in the opening quarter.
You can't ask for a start any better than this if you're the Wildcats.
No, not at all. Tony Fiorello on color commentator, me, Tony Kelligeri, play-by-play, Frank Wolf on camera. And we are broadcasting from Frank Constantino Sports Complex, home of the Depew Wildcats. Some other games going on today around Western New York. Well, the only thing we're missing is like the smell of hot dogs with the grill going.
Yeah.
That's the only thing missing. Frank's cracking up. He goes, yeah, it was only a matter of time before Tony got the food.
Yeah. Frank, you're getting hungry down there, aren't you? He's shaking his head, yes.
Looking at the flag, I don't know, the wind has kind of calmed down a little bit, not as strong as it was at the beginning of the game, but they still need someone to come out and hold the ball for the kickoff.
Yeah, so it's a bit breezy out here, but hey, I've seen games that are way windier than this. There have been some doozies, I'll tell you what.
Mackey with the kick, but Grayson couldn't handle it. Ball went behind him. He was able to pick it up. Able to get across the 20. Grayson really struggled with that ball got by him. He was like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Turned something around and nothing, though.
Yes.
That's the good news for him and his team.
So first down and 10 for Lakeshore. Under a minute remaining. A flag on the play. It was a block below the knee, I believe.
Oof.
That's going to go against Depew. That's giving Lakeshore great field position.
Yeah, that's never good. Block below the knee. It doesn't matter what level you're at. You don't want to see that sort of stuff happen.
Again,
You
these
can wreck a guy's career doing that.
right, and we're going to get these. Rusty, been off a long time. Kind of plays are these kind of things are expected, or you can understand why they happen. Mm-hmm. 4 receivers set for Lakeshore, 1 back in the backfield. Neary waiting for the snap, back to pass, looking to his right, throws, completion, and just shy of a first down, a hard hit there. Johns with the reception, trying to see who came up on that play with a hard hit to deny Johns at the first down. So it'll be a second down and short for the Eagles.
It's something positive for Lakeshore. You just got to keep going here. So
Lakeshore calls a timeout here. Well, you're right. It's something positive. You were able to make a completion. Again, you're getting your learning curve going here. These guys are getting used to each other. They haven't been together long enough, due to COVID.
Yep.
Come back with the same play.
Yeah, it's just an odd year too. I mean, you gotta be able to take the positives when you got them, and be able to build upon those, however they come.
Exactly.
Especially in such a strange year like it's been over the last calendar year or so in this country. So you just got to be able to take whatever you can and build upon it.
It's been really difficult, for a lot of us who cover high school sports and who are just football fanatics, as well as, I coach youth football. It's been very difficult sitting at home wishing that you were out on the field, and now being able to be out here today, it's such a great relief. Mm-hmm. 4 receiver set for Lakeshore, 29 seconds left in the half, back to pass. Neary looking, throwing over the middle. It's caught! Grayson! Breaking tackles, and he'll be just shy of the 10-yard line.
Is it the first down they've picked up today?
Outside of a penalty?
Yeah,
yes.
Outside of a penalty.
1 via penalty, 1 on a play, and that we just witnessed.
Good for Lakeshore.
Actually, that's Lakeshore's best field position by far in this game.
And it's by far the biggest play that they've had this on today.
They have 19 seconds to get the ball into the end zone. You at least want to come out of this with something positive.
19.9 seconds remaining.
Don't know how they are as special teams as far as field goal unit goes, so I don't know if that is in their bag of tricks. Knowing that they were struggling with that snap, you might want to think that that's not something that they're thinking about.
Probably not. Just got to go try and get the 6 points here.
And if you're Depew, your defensive backs are thinking end zone and, maybe playing back just a little bit more, giving Lakeshore the underneath.
Yeah, and you just try to be able to, if they let them go underneath, I mean, they could just, try to gang tackle them and just kind of let them get up slowly. You know what I mean? If you're the defense, and just kind of I'm not exactly sure how many timeouts Lakeshore has here, but if they don't have a whole lot left, I mean, if they could tackle and keep them in bounds, I mean, they could just let the clock run.
Ball spotted on the 12-yard line. Neary in the shotgun. 4 receiver set. Empty backfield. Back to pass. He's under pressure. Throws. Incomplete to the right side. Nick Weldon with tremendous pressure on that play for Depew.
Yeah, and it stops the clock for Lakeshore, and they can.
We have an injury.
Uh-oh.
Always hate to see that, Tone. Mm-hmm. Don't like it at all.
Nope, never do.
And it's so something when players are immediately taking a knee for both teams. Coach is attending to the injured player. He's just outside of the pylon on the right side of the end zone. Couldn't tell exactly what happened. But trainers are on the scene. And you want to take your time in situations like this.
Yep.
No rush to get him up.
Hopefully he's not hurt too bad. Especially
15 seconds left in the half. Let's take a break, Tone. When we come back, we'll get you to halftime and more right from Depew High School.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com.
We are back at Depew High School. Injury timeout on the play. The injured player's up. They took their time with him. There was, like I said before the break, no rush in getting him up. Looks like he may have gotten his bell rung, as they say. Hopefully it's not a concussion. They're still tending to him on the sidelines, but he walked on his own power. Back to pass, Neary, throwing to the left side, completion, and brought down at the 5-yard line. Jack Molino with the tackle for Depew.
Yeah, if you're Lakeshore, it's better late than never. You're stringing a couple of completions along finally for the first time all day, and
yeah, they got it to John, and he's been their leading receiver so far, 2 or 3 catches. Seems like he's their playmaker that they really want to get the ball to. It's either him or Grayson Grezanowicz. So ball spotted on the 5-yard line, 3rd down, 8 seconds left in the half.
yep, and call timeout here, and
I would, Tone, I would go with the rollout that they did a little while ago that set up their first completion or big completion and picked up 8 yards. I would go right back to that play. It seems like that they've had the guys there. It's been more of the receivers dropping the ball than the play not being there.
right, and you got to do, in this case, you got to do what's working, and not only that, but if it's not there, throw it away, and if it's there, it's a touchdown.
Or tuck it and run, whichever way.
Or tuck it and run. You get multiple options if you're the quarterback there.
Exactly.
If it's basically a sprint option or something like that, go for it.
5 receivers. Neary in the shotgun. And a timeout by Lakeshore or Depew. One ref is pointing to Lakeshore. The other ref is pointing to Depew.
Come on, guys.
Somebody called a timeout on the play. That's all we know.
Yep.
3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. Again, you want to try to get something positive before the half, something to build upon. The one thing you don't want is a disaster play.
No, absolutely not. I mean, in my opinion, one of the worst things you can do is throw a slant near the end zone because it's one of the most predictable routes you can do there.
But it's kind of safe, though, if you think about it, because if you're thrown to the outside and a defender jumps in front of it, there's nobody there to stop him. At least over the middle on a slant, you got a chance to stop him.
You got a point, but at the same time, I mean, it's like most people know that if you're in the end zone and you want to try to do that, try to attack the middle of it. But then again, that was a good idea, by the way. Try to have the quarterback, if it's a sprint option, have him roll away outside. If there's a guy to the corner, throw it there. If not, throw it away or tuck and run.
5 receivers for Lakeshore. Neary, shotgun, looking to his left, and he's under tremendous pressure. He is brought down. Number 78, Nick Walden, the sophomore defensive end for Depew with the big stop.
Tell you what, Nick Walden in that play looked like another 78 that we used to see in red, white, and blue for the Bills there, Bruce Smith, didn't he?
He is doing his best Bruce Smith impersonation on that play. Well, that's going to do it for the first half. Depew 28-0 lead over Lakeshore. Lakeshore really struggling to get anything going. Had a couple of pass completions, not really able to sustain drives. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Depew has been able to move the ball almost at will, especially with Pagano carrying the ball out of the running back position, looking really good. Of course, they also added a touchdown in the air to Molino, so Depew flexing their muscle so far in the first half.
Yeah, and the thing with Lakeshore is for the first quarter and a half, really, they couldn't really get anything going. They finally get a drive going. They're going down there. You're basically inside the 10, 15-yard line, and what happens? They end up taking a sack.
Yeah.
But you know what? The good news is with them, at least they've shown an ability to be able to drive down the field. It didn't come away with points, but then again, it is the first game of the season.
You move the ball.
You move the ball, and you'll be able to have an ability to be able to get down there. Now the question is, can they come away with points?
Yeah, how do you respond in the second half? How do you get your players ready? How do you get them pumped up and focused? If I'm the coach, I'm looking at my players, I'm telling them, guys, focus on your technique, focus on the fundamentals, and take it play by play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to be able to, like we said, just get positives out of all that. So let's see what happens.
All right, let's take a break for the half. We'll be back and bring you exciting second half action live from Depew High School. Again, Depew up 28-0 on Lakeshore.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Beauts, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Excuse me. Welcome back to Depew High School. Tony Caligiuri along with Tony Fiorello and Frank Wolf. We are at Frank Constantino Sports Complex, home of the Depew Wildcats. 28-0 is our score. Depew over Lakeshore. Both teams getting ready to starting to warm up on the sidelines. Tony, your thoughts basically on the first half?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Christian Pagano really just imposes will, really from the start of the game. He's just been running wild, and he's really been the driving force of the Depew Wildcats offense, and they've really put their stamp so far on this game so far. 28-0 through 2 quarters. If you're the Wildcats, and if you're Coach Dorenzo.
I
can't
want
for a better start.
Unsung hero,
Yeah.
Depew defensive line.
Oh yeah, they've put a lot of pressure on Neary, on the Lakeshore quarterback, and they've really helped come up with some big stops on defense.
Oh, it's not just been lit. Every time Lakeshore's wanted to punt, Depew's been in there, and a lot of it too is the problems that Lakeshore has had with the snap, getting that shotgun back to either the quarterback Neary or to the punter. Second half under action, a line drive kickoff to the 25-yard line, fielded by number 10 for Depew, Jason Lamas, and he was taken down almost immediately. So it'll be a first down and 10 for the Wildcats as they received to start the second half with a 28-0 lead. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line of Depew.
For the Wildcats at their 37.
Is Pagano still in there? If he is,
Can't see. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's probably getting up there in I formation. They're probably giving it to him.
Otremba, the fullback. Peters under center. Hand off to Pagano up the middle. He loses it, but was able to recover his own fumble. Pick up a 5 or 6 on the play. one of those deals where he had the ball. It was a clean handoff, and then it just kind of popped out of his arms. But he was right there to recover it. Second down for Depew.
Close call there for the Wildcats. Luckily, he was able to get it back and they can continue on. It's 2nd and 5 now.
Two backs in the eye. Two receivers to the left. One in the slot, one on the outside. Hand off to Pagano. Almost lost the ball again. But Lakeshore was able to swallow him up for a loss. Looked like a big number 90 in there for Lakeshore, Andrew Hewson. 3rd down and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line.
If you had to take a guess as to what kind of play call is going to be coming up, put it this way, if you were Depew's coaching staff, what would you be calling, Tony?
Right now, I might want to throw the ball. I don't see Pagano out there unless he's in the slot. Yes, he is in the slot, and he's going out for a pass. Peters breaking tackles, evading defenders. He got the ball close to the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. Might be just a hair short.
And they might have to bring the chains out and measure. Oh, they're getting the first down.
Pagano was open coming out of the left side, but it looked like Peters kind of had to adjust a little bit, kept it himself. Worked out well for the Wildcats. 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think Peters saw him, to be honest. He was open, but hey, if he saw an opening, took off, got the first down. Keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving.
Two backs, no, one back in the backfield. Peters in the shotgun. Hands off on a jet sweep to the left. Gets to the outside, the 50, the 40, 35, 30. Cuts back inside, just short of the 20-yard line. Molino came along from his slot position. Came across field, took the handoff from Peters. Cut it upfield with a great gain.
We were talking about jet sweeps before, back in the first quarter, about how they've kind of gone from the high school level to the college to the NFL level. They're a great way to pick up first downs, too. Just get the receiver going with a full head of steam, get him the ball with speed, and he can just turn around the corner and turn on the jets. And that's exactly what Molino did to pick up that first down.
Two backs in the eye. Pagano, the tailback. Peters under center. Handoff to Pagano up the middle. Plays blown dead.
False start.
That's exactly what it is. Depew probably been penalized a little bit more than Lakeshore today. Mainly 5-yard stuff, false starts, legal procedures, things like that.
Yeah, but when you're a coach, you hate to see that sort of stuff.
No, you don't like
No.
You hate any mistakes as
Oh,
a coach.
yeah. And you nitpick over them, too, unfortunately. But
I would never nitpick, not much at least.
yeah, but maybe not you, but some people do, some people don't, But
You have to see me on the sidelines, Tony.
oh, jeez.
1st down and 15 for the Wildcats. Peters in the shotgun. Throws quick pass to Pagano on the left side.
Peters pass complete to Pagano.
Was able to go forward for a couple. Not much there.
John with the tackle.
Gentlemen, it's great to be with you here. I
Frank,
finally
whoa!
picked up this mic.
Frank, what are your thoughts so far? What do you?
I'm going to rate the camera guy as a C-.
A C-?
He's missed the big plays.
No, stop.
I'm not a camera guy. Harry Skull, if he's watching, he's absolutely just.
We'll have to give you some.
He's making some comments under his breath,
No,
or not.
he's
If you know Harry,
taking
he's probably
notes.
not making them under his breath. But
Peters rolling out to his right. He's sacked. Loses the ball. It looked like Lakeshore recovered. It is 1st down, Lakeshore.
I don't know.
See, you crack the mic, and Lakeshore gets a big
I was
break.
going to say, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Lakeshore's defense has been amazing this game.
Yeah, right there they have been. It looked like Andrew Hewson came up, swatted the ball out of Peters' hands, and was able to drop down and recover it. Huge play for Lakeshore.
Yeah, he had good pressure coming off the edge, and he was just able to swat that out. And it's now 1st down for Lakeshore.
I am upset that the concession stands aren't open.
Oh, you and me both.
I'm starving.
I have a peanut butter and jelly in the bag if you want one.
Right now, like
I
next
have
to
a
you?
Crustable.
A Crustable.
They're good.
Are you going
My
to eat
daughter
it?
loves them. Breaks. Oh, very beautiful run there for Lakeshore. There's a quick handoff to the left side, and you see number 32, Julian Martin, breaking it for the Eagles.
Nice run too, and he had that little flourish at the end, just kind of doing a little stiff arm right there, just knocking the guy right in his back.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm not used to open field.
No.
What do we do here?
It's a good first down pickup for them, and that's what they've needed.
Tony, do you have anything to eat in your bag, Tony Fiorello? I mean, the peanut butter sandwich sounds good, but what's behind door number 2?
Hey,
Maybe
look,
like chili dogs or anything?
I wish.
Pizza with cherry peppers?
Yeah, the last thing I ate was a breakfast burrito a few hours ago, and that was not enough for 30 guys.
Martin with the carry for Lakeshore. He's able to get up the middle for 2 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. Depew up 28-0.
And I'm not even talking one of those Tim Hortons breakfast burritos. I'm talking like one of those little small ones you just throw in the microwave and eat it up. One of those egg ones.
I stand by my Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches every morning.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
Those are good.
Do I look like a picky eater to you?
I don't think any of us are. Back to pass. Peter throwing. Neary tipped out of bounds. Molino there defensively for Depew. Looked like the pass was intended for Grayson, but couldn't come down with it. Molino there able to get over the shoulder and knock it away with his right hand.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here. Let's see if they can string together a completion and pick up this first down here. This is really the only efficient drive Lakeshore had was really at the end of the second quarter, really. Let's see if they can keep that going here.
They've only crossed midfield once today.
Yeah. 4 receiver set. Neary, handoff up the middle to John, crossing the 45-yard line, well short of a first down. But at this point in the game, you're probably going to go for it every time it's 4th.
Yeah, be down 28-0. You really don't have much of a choice, do you?
And again, it's interesting. What do you want to do here? Do you want to try a short pass? Or now you're having a little bit of success with John carrying the ball. Took a long run to the left side earlier, and then this one just short of a first, leaving them with a 4th down and 2.
Or you could go with a zone read here, see what happens.
Neary back to pass. Quick pass. No, incomplete.
Hey, I think he heard some footsteps, and those footsteps
no
were
question.
number 2, Pagano. You've been calling his name all afternoon.
He alligator armed it.
Yeah, we've been watching Pagano the past couple of years. He is just
He's
getting
a ball
better
player.
every year. Yeah, he is. He's a baseball guy. I believe that's where he's going.
Yeah.
To play college at at least the D3 level. Tom Prince would know exactly where he's going, of course, and I'm sure Pagano knows where he's going. But Tom Prince is over at Maryville right now, covering the Maryville-Dunkirk football game.
Oh, really?
On WO Athletics. Yeah.
What's the score? Do you know?
I don't have a score. They just kicked off at 2 o'clock. That's
okay.
Nick Tadaro, your old buddy, Tony. Nick Tadaro
Really?
is now the head coach at Maryville.
That's right.
And
Christian, he was with Hutch Tech at one time, and also
I think he was on the.
was it Lafayette?
I'm outdating myself. I know he was with Canisius the past couple of years on the defensive coordinator side of the ball. I don't know if he was necessarily the defensive coordinator, but he was
For
defensive
some reason, I
coach
thought
there.
he was also with Hutch Tech.
He was with Hutch Tech,
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yeah, he was a Hutch Tech guy. I don't think he was ever like the head coach, but he was the quote-unquote head coach over there for while he's over there. And then he went over to Canisius, and now he finally got a head coaching job. He did deserve one. I mean, he is a quality coach.
Absolutely.
But he does have a tall task today in his opening game as coach. He's got to find a way to stop Christian Ortiz, this workhorse from Dunkirk.
Another fumbled snap. Depew all of a sudden having trouble with the exchange, the quarterback to running back exchange. We've seen 3 or 4 either bobbles and 1 fumble.
Teams returned a little bit, huh? That's interesting.
You got to wonder if it's a focus issue. Again, you're up by 4 touchdowns. You kind of, feeling that you have this team on the ropes. I don't know. Second down and 10, ball on the 43, 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. 28-0, Depew over Lakeshore. Full house backfield. Peters handoff to the left side, breaking a tackle, and another one crossing the 40. Number 26, Dawson Kazmierzak.
Nice pickup.
And he fought for every yard there.
Oh, yeah.
Kept the legs turning.
He didn't really have a whole lot of late blockers there, but, hey, he was able to turn something out of it.
Third down and 6, ball spotted on the 39-yard line of Lakeshore.
You guys got me thinking about breakfast food now. What the heck? If you had to rate your favorite best breakfast food place in Buffalo, where would it be?
Wow, that's a tough one. It used to be Panos on Elmwood. I don't know if they're still open.
Panos is good. I always like Panos.
Pagano with the run on the right side. He's got the first down and then some.
Mm-hmm. I do have a score from Roger. I don't know if he's at this game. Western New York Maritime and Olean. Western New York Maritime Health Sciences lead Olean 8-0 at the end of the first quarter. That's from Roger Weiss.
All right.
I'm sure he has something to eat. It's Roger. I would be disappointed if he didn't.
Roger's going to be very, very jealous later because I'm heading back to Jamestown tonight, and I didn't get a chance to get to Davidson's last night, which is one of our favorite places to go when we go down to Strider Field.
Mm-hmm.
I was down at Strider last night watching Jamestown beat up on Hamburg, and that's exactly what they did yesterday because Jamestown's elite.
Pagano catching a short pass out of the slot position. Flag down. He may have gotten a face mask. He kind of went for covering up his eyes. I don't know if a finger caught him in the eye or not. But Pagano, he was lined up in the slot. Quick pass. Turned it upfield. Personal foul against Lakeshore. I'm guessing it's got to be a face mask or one of those giving him the business type plays.
Give him the business.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Jets against the Bills.
Bills Jets 88. One of the most infamous calls ever from an official.
Giving him the business. Oh, classic.
He's doing the arm motion the whole time.
Yep.
Give him the business.
It's classic. Classic NFL.
I crack up every time I see it.
Got another score from West Seneca West. They are up, I believe, 28-0 on Niagara Wheatfield, and I'm told Isaiah Simmons, the running back, has all 4 touchdowns.
Ooh, wow.
So there's that.
Handoff to Ethan Westfield for Depew for a couple.
Sounds like that Simmons guy is going to be a contender for Player of the Week, huh?
Yeah, and Akron is leading 7-0. Whoever they're playing, I changed direction so many times. I think they're playing. I'm not even going to guess. I think Franklinville, Ellicottville may have came up to play Akron this week.
Evo Frank.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Ken West leads McKinley 8-0.
Ooh.
In the first quarter.
Second down and 7. Ball's on the 12-yard line. 3 backs in the eye. Peters under center. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to his left, evades a tackler, was brought down from behind. Looked like big number 70, Connor Bluff, with the tackle for Lakeshore.
Lakeshore has a few players here. I mean, they've made plays today. They just haven't made enough of them, and certainly not on the offensive side of the ball. But defensively,
defensive line's done some good things. They've
they
made
have.
stops up the middle. They've put pressure. We have a couple of sacks.
Forced a turnover.
Yeah.
And Depew had the help of short fields their first 2 possessions.
4 receivers set now for Depew. Shotgun. Peters back to pass. Keeps it up the middle. Tripped up.
Peters with the keeper.
Maybe a yard on the play, if that. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats. Now what do? Do you kick the field goal?
4th down and 12.
Looks like they're going to try.
I think
You're up 28-0. Might as well, right?
looks like they have a kicker out. 29 is the kicker.
Mackey.
So they will kick the ball here.
I'll tell you what, that's a big difference in high school football now if you compare it to like now to, or at least in Buffalo, from now to 10 years ago or so.
When I played, we never tried a point after or a field goal. No good. Kick will be short.
Yeah, what I was saying was that, you almost rarely saw teams go for field goals or extra points. I mean, put it this way. I played high school football in 15 years ago. I graduated from Sweet Home in 2006. Mm-hmm. John Fowler would almost rarely kick extra points. It was almost always two.
Now I bring out Big Bird.
Well, he had the players to do that, too.
Yeah, that's
Give
very
it to
true.
Day. What else do we need to do?
Yep.
I don't think anyone would ever argue with John Fowler's coaching techniques. The late, great John Fowler.
Legend.
Yep.
Legend.
But nowadays, guys are getting better at kicker, and the teams are more and more willing to try field goals and extra points and things like that.
Well, they're practicing it more. In my days, you didn't practice it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is part of the game.
Yeah, it's special teams, third of the game.
I mentioned this yesterday on the Jamestown broadcast that those AA schools and the A schools, particularly from Buffalo, don't really work on that. And they have terrible exchanges between the punter, the snapper, the kicks. And they may run over some teams here. But once you get out of Section 6 and you have to go play the Rochester teams like
Far West
Section 5,
Regionals and the
those
states.
teams can kick. You have to work on that.
I give you an example. We did a Sweet Home versus Aquinas game, and there was like 6 seconds to watch Aquinas get their field goal, their defense off, field goal unit on, kick the field goal to move ahead. It was amazing. Pitch out to the left side. Martin out of bounds, maybe a yard. Depew strung that one out nicely. Molino came up from his defensive back position, help out on the stop.
And the funny thing is, you talk about special teams. You talk to almost every coach. Almost everybody will say that they put an emphasis on special teams and whatnot. Well, why don't some people practice it? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, yeah, you're trying to score points, you're trying to stop the other team, but at the same time, it's a field position game.
Yep. It's all in
At the end of the
allocating
day,
the right amount of time in your practices.
At the end of the day, it's all about field position. If you don't have a good field position, you're screwed.
Thursday night, Tonawanda beat Wilson thanks to a 37-yard field goal kicked with less than a minute to go, I believe it was. So, I mean, a 37-yard kick to win a game in a high school. In Tonawanda, freezing cold night.
But it helps us that's a turf field.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt, no. That's.
Yeah, now that you mention it, how many more schools around here are left that have grass fields? That's what I'd like to know. Almost everybody's now gone to a turf complex now.
It's multi-purpose. You get to use so much out of it. You save on maintenance. I don't understand why anyone would have a grass field left.
I mean, you got Lancaster, you've got Fredonia. Some of those, I'm sure, down in Clymer, they're on a grass field today. Clymer's
a lot of the
hosting,
southern tiers schools, except for Jamestown. Jamestown would be turf. But, yeah, you're right. They would be mostly grass field. And almost like everything up north, you'll see turf.
And Fredonia's, they're moving their games to Dunkirk. Silver Creek, Forestville, they're moving their games to Dunkirk because of the turf.
Oh, question. Why is Cleve Hill going to be playing, or is it Cheektowaga playing their games at Cleve Hill? Or is it Cleve Hill playing their games at Cheektowaga?
JFK is
JFK?
playing.
Okay, that's what it was.
Because of grass.
Okay.
I believe, or they're having work done.
I was going to say, I remember being at JFK, I think a year or two ago, and they had a grass field at that point.
I don't remember if they're grass or another flag coming out here.
Yeah, pretty sure
Grayson
they're grass.
Krasnowski on the carry, but that one may be coming back. He did look like he had enough for a first down. We'll see if that's coming back against Lakeshore. Referees are huddling up.
I've watched a lot of Depew football the last few years in particular. They've had some down years here, but Pagano is he's a senior now. He's coming to his own, and they're playing very well today too. I mean, 28-0. I don't care who the opponent is. 28-0 is an impressive score after 3 quarters. So Depew is definitely playing much better defensively. They're much more aggressive at the line.
Yeah, I like their defense. I like what they're doing, especially with Molino at defensive back. He looks like a type of guy either break it up or he's smart enough to come up on the play and help out. They play together as a team. It was offsetting penalties, so it was first down and 10.
Oh, someone's down over there for Lakeshore. Got cramps. I think.
You wouldn't think cramping on a chilly day like this.
Maybe just didn't drink enough water.
You got to hydrate, guys. You got to hydrate.
Yep.
And you don't start the morning of. I always tell my players, start a day or two ahead, especially if the temperatures are really high. Like, when we start out youth football in August and September, it's hot. We've done games where it's been, 90 heat index on the field. So we tell our players, start Friday night. We're playing on Sunday, start Friday night drinking your water. Don't wait for Sunday morning, but if you do that, it's too late.
Now, what do we do? Because we're not on the field anymore. We're up in the press box. How do we get ready for these games? Do we have a hearty breakfast?
Yes,
do we have a hearty lunch? What do we do?
I skipped lunch today. I do. I am embarrassed to admit.
You've got that peanut butter sandwich in there.
I know, but I can't do play-by-play and eat it at the same time.
You don't think it's ever been done?
I'm sure it has. Let me see if I can.
I guarantee Brent Musburger in his career ate something during a broadcast. Without a doubt.
You can imagine him being on a broadcast, just shooting out something like, we're looking live at whatever. Yeah. He's probably just doing something.
Here, can we show this on the camera?
That's what you brought. You stole that out of your son's
Samantha's. Samantha's.
Unbelievable. That's a guy.
These
Tony,
are good, though.
I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing. Basically, I mean, after this game, I got to tear this up, and I got to get down to Jamestown. So I got to snag a slice from somewhere. So if you're in the Depew area and there's a place that has pizza, I can grab a quick slice. You can tweet at me at Wolf3328 or comment on the Facebook post. I'm
just
looking to grab
out in transit. I'm sure you'll find something.
A quick slice or something to get me to Fredonia. Hold me over.
That's not a bad idea. I got to head back to Niagara Falls.
You've got 100 places to stop at.
Oh, yeah. But do I want to and spoil my dinner?
Of course you want to.
Yeah, who am I kidding? 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line, handoff to Grayson. On the left side, he gets to the outside. He's got room and shoved out of bounds by Molino at the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down for Lakeshore.
That run notwithstanding, we were talking before about Lakeshore's defense, right? They were very good last year. Frank, I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast about how Zach Tominich and P.J. Burns, they were among the Section 6...
Depew defense.
Yeah, the Depew defense we were talking about. They were among the Section 6 leaders in interceptions last year. Burns had 6, Tominich had 4. And they, like I said, they went from a minus 29 point differential 2 years prior to plus 35 in 2019. That's a big difference, and it's not necessarily just because of scoring points. It's
pass attempt there, no good. It was intended for number 30, Aiden Kazmarek. Incomplete pass. That'll be second down now and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line for Lakeshore. 10:32 left in the fourth quarter. 28-0 is our score.
And it shows that your defense can also improve as well. And I know they've got to replace those two, but so far they've looked pretty nice today. That side of the ball,
getting the job done.
Yeah.
3 receiver set. It's been pretty much what Lakeshore has gone with most of the game, sprinkling in some 4 and 5. Handoff to Grayson on the right side. Not much there. Looked like Schwartz with the tackle for Depew. He's been an absolute stud coming off of the left defensive end position, but he's holding his right arm. Okay, he may have taken a helmet to it, but he's in some pain. Definite discomfort right now. Third down and 7 for Lakeshore. Ball's on the 41-yard line. In the shotgun. Neary waiting for the snap. Rolling to his right, looking, throwing right. Lost one up there. It's caught at the 10. It was kind of floated up in the air. His receiver got under there nicely, made the catch, and a late penalty flag. I did not see an infraction. I cannot tell you.
Could have been maybe it was unsportsmanlike conduct or something. Maybe he said something at the end of the
Got
play.
up and talked, sure.
Could have been. It was a late flag, that's for sure. But yeah, that was a nice pass, rainbowed right down the right sideline and hauled it in. And now Lakeshore's in a position to score here. They were in the red zone earlier near the end of the second half or the end of the first half, but.
Oh, it's against Depew.
Gentlemen, I'm a little bit closer to the field than you are. I can hear some of the chatter on the field.
Yeah.
There's been some testy exchanges.
Yeah.
From both sides. I picked up a couple of things that I can't repeat in my mom's house, but you're gonna get that. You're gonna get it against these teams. And Lakeshore didn't come here to lose.
No, of course
not.
not.
They didn't come here to lose, and they were being embarrassed. And that was a big play.
Bad snap to Neary. He was able to pick it up, trying to keep it, run it himself, crosses the 10-yard line, brought down at about the 8.
I'll tell you what, whoever's filling in now at center for Lakeshore, is it still 99? Is 99 still doing the snaps?
I see him there.
He's in there.
Yeah. They gotta get something in there.
But Lakeshore has made some big plays, Tony. You said it.
Yeah, they have.
At the end of the first half, they need a big play somewhere. They've had two pretty big plays. Hasn't resulted scoring just yet.
Yeah.
But they've made a couple of big plays, and I think it's starting to upset Depew a little bit. They've let their guard down somewhat.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3 on the 3-yard line. 8:40 left in the game. Neary in the shotgun, and we got a timeout by Depew.
Yeah, Coach Dorenzo ran about 20 yards downfield to get there to call that timeout.
Frank, what's on the WNY Athletics calendar for this upcoming week?
First order of business is to go get a slice of pizza after this game. That's without a doubt. That's what we're going to do.
That's a good game plan to start.
After we get through our afternoon games, I know Tom Prince and he's taking a crew up to Frontier tonight to do a Will North Frontier football game. That's a 7 p.m. start at Frontier. I'm with the crew down at Southwestern as they welcome Fredonia in a huge Class C matchup. I think it's the game of the week.
Sure. And you're talking about two strong programs.
Oh, I can't. I've been waiting I've had this game circled all year. I've been getting heckled by the Fredonia people to get our butts down there. So we're going down there, Southwestern.
Nice. You got to go say hello to our buddy Brian Thomas, who always chimes in.
Absolutely. We'll see him. Hopefully he get in. Does he have any relatives that play for Fredonia?
And you're talking about two schools that support their teams very well, so
yes.
they will have fans. And again, the Section 6 rule is 2 fans per player. Neary in the shotgun. 4 receiver set. He's going to keep it himself, but engulfed immediately by a host of Depew defenders. Got his legs going, though. He's pushed it forward for maybe a yard. So they're inching a little bit closer, but you're running out of downs.
So after we get through those 2 games tonight, we're going to be out at St. Francis on Tuesday for a Monsignor Martin heavyweight tilt between the Franny Red Raiders and Canisius Crusaders.
That's an odd night to be having a game.
I know. This COVID era, they got to do what they got to do, I guess, to get these games in. So we're looking forward to that one. Franny's and Canisius. We're not sure about doing that St. Joe's timing game. That's also Tuesday, but another fumble exchange.
Snap, and it looks like another penalty flag. Depew is pointing like they recovered.
Tony, you might have to dust off your old spikes and start snapping the ball for Lakeshore.
Shoot, I haven't worn my cleats in years.
You still have them?
Somewhere I do. I don't know where, but
I saw mine in a box in my basement.
I don't think I'd fit in those pants.
Why haven't I thrown them out yet?
I couldn't put those football pants on. It'd be a sight.
Put it this way: I'm in better shape now than I was a couple of years ago. But in terms of shape where I was 15 years ago,
I think we can safely say that train wrecks are in better shape than my body.
When describing me, I often hear the term train wreck.
Yeah, train wreck would be an improvement for me.
So it is Depew's ball.
Well, they did recover it. Full house backfield. They just stack in the back and plow forward with Peters. Got it to the 5.
Next weekend, Tony, I don't know. Thursday, I know we're doing North Tonawanda and South Park, and you're going to have to check your calendar on that.
Yep.
Sean Brusso's in, so he said
I should
me
be
back
able
in,
to.
Coach.
I should be able to do that.
And then I don't know what's going on. I know Jamestown's coming up to Grand Island on Saturday night. We'll be doing that game. Jamestown.
And again,
at Grand Island.
all of these could be canceled due to COVID. Now, what's the
you never
rule,
know.
Frank? If one person comes in contact, or if one player, the whole team sits down for, 10 days?
10 days. We were supposed to do Ken East, Will East tonight, but we got a call yesterday saying, hey, guys, that game's going to go on pause. What's crazy is, so West Seneca East their opponent was on pause. Whoever they were scheduled to play this week was shut down. So they're just practicing, their first week get delayed a week. All of a sudden they get a call on Friday about 6 o'clock. Hey, guys, we could send you Will East. Do you want to host Will East at 2 o'clock Saturday, like tomorrow?
Right.
Marino jumps at it. Of course, yes.
Yeah, let me play a game. I
kidding?
don't want to sit.
Absolutely. So that's the kind of crazy year we're going to have. Can you
I can
imagine?
tell you right now, Ken Stolt has been very busy rescheduling and balancing. I don't know if it's him alone doing the scheduling, but
Well, Jay Sirianni's there with them, right?
is he?
So, I mean, I don't know. I asked them this year, do you guys have to wear Philadelphia Eagles attire into the Section 6 office when you go? But Nick Sirianni now with the Philadelphia, he's the
Right.
new head coach there. So,
But if it's Jay, you got to have some Jim Stakeout loaded hoagie for him, or he's not going to show. It's just that simple. All he wants is loaded hoagies from Jim Stakeout.
you're killing me, man. There's 6 minutes left in this game. Plus, we got to tear down, and I got to find something to
I know, and I'm
dying.
thinking hoagies.
We go from breakfast food to hoagies. What's next? Pasta and meatballs? What are we doing here?
Oh, happy Easter, guys.
We're going off the rails here. Actually, no, wait. Easter's coming tomorrow. People will be talking about ham.
Ham,
I got my ham ready to cook tomorrow.
lasagna.
No, I didn't go that far.
You're Italian.
I know,
You got to
but
have both. Ravioli. Something with sauce.
Yeah. We're going off the rails here.
We were on
the
that's to
crazy train.
suggest we were on the
Cue
rails.
Ozzy Osbourne, crazy train. 5:40 remaining in the game, 28-0. Depew ahead of Lakeshore, second down and 5. Ball spotted on the 19-yard line.
I could see us coming back and doing another Depew game. This is a nice facility to do a game at. We have
It really is.
I
yeah.
believe I did the very first game in the new facility.
nice.
It was Burgard against Depew.
Wow.
Depew won.
Do you remember who was quarterback?
Mm,
Roger Wood.
Roger would probably
Roger
remember.
Wood.
They start to all blend together after a while.
Hey, how many games did you call when Sean Brusso was a backup quarterback at Lancaster?
Well, that's it. He was the backup, so we never had to mention his name. But yeah,
and now you're going to be calling a game.
I gotta ask
We've
Sean,
done
was
that
he
before.
was he on the team that when the October surprise hit and we had to make up the game? It was during a weeknight, Depew Lancaster.
I got to ask Sean if he ever lost to Depew. I would imagine that. I mean, when Sean was playing, that's when Depew could compete with Lancaster.
Yeah, and in fact, I think Depew may have beaten Lancaster during that time period. And Sean also played with one of my former players, Eric Rupp. Not Eric Rupp, Eric Slater.
Huh.
That's kind of making me feel old when I go and I see head coach Eric Rupp, and he tells me, "Yeah, I remember you doing my games." Like, thanks, guys.
Way to rub it in, right?
Punt situation for Depew. Mackey gets off a high punt. No, not a spiral, just kind of turning over. Collected at the 50-yard line. Breaking tackles. Nice little run there by Aiden Kazmerzak for Lakeshore. So Lakeshore will have it 1st and 10. About the 35-yard line of Depew. 3:43 remaining in the game.
Well, Lakeshore definitely has a few. They have some players there, and they have something to build here. They've made big plays. We said it before. They haven't made enough of them. They haven't made enough stops. They've had trouble containing Pagano. The first couple of Depew drives were all inside the 40, and they scored on both of those drives. 2 passing plays. And then the third possession, Pagano goes off.
Neary in the shotgun. 4 receivers. He's going to keep it to the right side.
Quarterback sweep.
They're stringing it out. He cuts it back inside, gets it close to the 30-yard line.
And with any sport, momentum plays a huge part in what these teams are able to do. Momentum. And it was Lakeshore's first possession of the game. I think they tried a trick play out of the backfield. I don't know if it was some kind of reverse, but they tried that trick play early on. Depew snuffed it out, and it's been all Depew since. And that play there
set the tone.
It did. It certainly did. And, Lakeshore's head coach he's aggressive. He's an aggressive head coach, and I love that about him. Also a weatherman.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it coincident that he did not have to play during the snow?
If he is.
I mean, it snowed Thursday a little bit. I heard it was a little bit of snowflakes here and there last night. It helps when your coach is a weatherman.
Yeah, it does. Nick Walden with the tackle for Depew after a first down run for Lakeshore.
I'm sure he probably wishes he can control the weather, too, sometimes for games.
Ball spotted on the 23-yard line. Lakeshore just wants, I'm sure, they just want to get some points, get something to build that team up on.
I want to walk away here with something positive.
Yeah, you need something positive. Handoff, the right side, Martin. Beautiful run, gets inside the 5-yard line.
And where has this kid been all day?
He's had a couple of good runs, but Depew's really, you got to give them a lot of credit because they've been able to string the runs out.
Yeah, this is a kid that should be getting 25 touches a game, 20 to 20. I mean, that's just
and also too
big, powerful back.
Depew had a lot of second stringers in on there. Now they're switching up and they're bringing the first stringers back out there.
Yeah,
that's going to call Lakeshore's going to call a timeout now.
Okay. Pagano, as good as he's played on the offensive side of the ball, he's been in on some of those big hits and those big stops on the defensive side as well.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like to see that. Depew getting their backups in, getting some reps, game time reps. No substitution for that. Anytime you get your young guys out there, you do it. You have a 28-0 lead. There's no reason why you can't. But you also understand they want to maintain the shutout. Bring the first stringers out when you get close to the goal line.
Yep.
They got Neil Diamond playing out here. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I can.
Oh, yeah, Neil Diamond in there.
Clear.
All right.
Man, I wish it was Sweet Caroline, but
jeez.
Tony, do you know all the words?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not that big of a Neil Diamond guy, man. I mean, to Sweet Caroline or to this?
Well, either or. Neil Diamond's good.
Oh, Sweet
Caroline
Caroline
with Neil Diamond?
Dude, Sweet Caroline has played almost every single sporting event. like I haven't heard it 1,000 times in my life.
You must not be a Red Sox fan. You wouldn't survive in Fenway.
Shit. Ask my brother. He's a Red Sox fan. He's a huge Red Sox fan.
Sounds like a good guy.
I'm the Yankees fan here.
We'll kick you out of the booth later. Neary with the keeper. It looked like he had open room there, and it's all of a sudden that hole disappeared.
That opener against Toronto, by the way, on Thursday was a good game for an opener. Yankees, Blue Jays.
No one cares about that. No one cares about the Yankees.
Oh, come on.
This broadcast booth.
Well, maybe. Oh, wait. Tony, don't tell me you're a Red Sox fan, too. Oh,
I am, and
God.
my wife's a Yankees fan.
That household must be a war during Yankees Red Sox.
And she's an Ohio State fan, and I'm a Michigan fan.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Love and marriage, love and... Neary in the shotgun. Handoff. Looks like Grayson. He may have gotten in.
I think he did.
It looks like he broke the pane, but they haven't.
But where did his knee? Did his knee come down first?
They must be saying he's short at the wall.
Yeah, his knee hit first.
Just short of the goal line.
So with 42 seconds left,
come on, Lakeshore, let's
third
get
down. You got 2 downs to get it in.
I'll tell you what. I have no dog in the Ohio State-Michigan fight, but I will say this: as a Miami Hurricanes fan, I was bitter when they lost that national title game to Ohio State back in 2002. I was bitter.
Tony, just for you, they're playing Sweet Caroline.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love this song. Touching you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Seems so good.
So good. So good. So good.
I got the cheerleaders. They're having a good time down there. They're freezing. I'm freezing.
I had to take my jacket off. I'm good.
I have no dog in this fight either. I love the Depew Wildcats, but I would love to send Lakeshore home with a touchdown. Let's get in there,
Mary
Eagles.
back to Pat. I mean, in the shotgun handoff up the middle to Martin.
Somebody from Depew heard me.
Immediately. Timeout Lakeshore. But we do have a player down.
Oh, my gosh.
35 seconds to go. You got to do it. Jeez. Probably just hoping to get out of there. Just get out of there healthy.
I mean, Martin's been their most productive. It's, I guess, a toss-up between Martin and Grayson as to which one has been more productive. But I'm thinking Martin might be a little bit bigger. I might go with a handoff to him. I don't like putting the quarterback in the shotgun when you're on the goal line.
Yeah.
I think you're much better off. You think of the time it takes the snap to get back. I'd rather have my quarterback under center, quick bang, bang, get in there, or even being under center and keep it in himself.
Leaves too much to chance.
Yeah, too much to chance, especially when you're struggling so
And they've
much
been
with the snap.
Yeah. Tony, we agree once again.
And Tony, in your old coach's day, he just bring out Big Bird and
Just pound it in there.
just pound it in.
We have Tony and Tony on the color and
Tony
play.
did
it's
it
like
again.
T-squared, man.
TNT today.
T squared.
T square works.
Although I'm not a big math guy, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Math.
I'm terrible at math. I got like the mathematical abilities of like a 7-year-old.
You should have had Brian Koziel teach you math.
I did have Koziel.
Did you really?
10th grade.
Oh, boy.
I had Cole. Shout out Rose. Shout out Brian Koziel. He's a man.
My old broadcast partner.
Well, you said he was your math teacher and you're no good at math.
That's more of an
Brian
indictment.
doesn't want to hear that. Yeah, I know Lakeshore lost a player earlier in the game. I don't know what happened with that ultimately. And they have another player down here, and it really stinks because there's only 35 seconds left, and this is you really want to see Lakeshore make something happen on their final drive here. This is not what you want to see.
And you're talking about a squad that doesn't have the numbers to begin with.
Yeah.
And you really don't want to see injuries like this.
So I was at that Jamestown-Hamburg game, and it was all Jamestown. It was all Jamestown, but at the very end, Hamburg finally got across the goal line, so it was good to see them score. And it's a long bus ride home.
Yeah, it is.
Either way. Win or lose, it's a long bus ride home. A loss, it's even longer, but knowing that they can get into the end zone against that Jamestown team probably made that bus ride home a little less unbearable, I guess.
As a coach, you're always looking for things that you're going to build on. What could I work? This is what worked. Let's go with this. This didn't work. Let's scrap it.
But if you're watching this one on WNY Athletics Facebook or on the YouTube page or on the homepage, I know that the McKinley Ken West game is going on at the same time, and so is Tom Princeton. I think he's got Mark Johnson there at Maryvale Dunkirk.
Do we have anybody at Ken West?
Well, yeah, it's Stu Boyer's over there with Dean Maselli and Francis Beck.
Nice.
Dean Maselli. Now, there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, he's doing games with...
Dean played for Kenmore East, if I'm not mistaken, and Canisius College, right?
I think Buff State.
Was it Buff State?
He may have went to Canisius and then transferred to Buff State. But I know he finished at Buff State because he won, I want to say he won a D3 title there, perhaps, possibly, in 92?
Because he was good friends with a buddy of mine. That's how I got to meet Dean. He was a phenomenal player back in his day. Really fast.
You got some fans down there, don't you, Frank?
Yeah, the cheerleaders are saying hello to you people at home.
Just put the camera on them. Just give them a little shout out. Put the camera on them.
Shout out to the cheerleaders.
We wanted them to maybe do a routine, but I think when there's an injured player on the field, they they don't perform.
I'll give you a funny story, Frank. One coaching in North Buffalo, Little Irish. Our cheerleading coach quit. I'm the president of the league. I had to coach the cheerleaders. So my team is playing. We go to halftime. My assistants take the team to the end zone. I bring the girls out to the center, do their routine. They go back. Then I bring my team out and finish the game.
Double duty.
Yeah, double duty.
Hey, did you quickly hire a replacement? Or
No, nobody ever wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I did it for the majority of the season.
They're starting to move the player to his feet.
That's why you got to be dedicated in youth sports.
Oh.
By the way, the Bills need to bring back the Buffalo Jills. I'm just saying. They're awesome. Come on.
I'm there to watch football.
I mean, so am I, but at the same time, I mean, it's
And if I'm
entertaining.
not watching football, I'm at the concession stand. So either way, I'm not.
They were great at what they did.
I was never big on the
Jills?
Buffalo Jills, to be honest. I thought they were in the way.
Dude, they're in the way.
Trying to watch the game here.
Are you blaming? Wait, Frank, are you blaming them for the drought?
They didn't help matters.
They didn't win much when they were cheering.
Well, they have been in the Super Bowl years. Come on now.
A very small
So
slice of the history of the Bills.
Yep.
As a
Depew
lifelong
cheerleaders had a
Bills
lot
fan.
to cheer about today, along with the rest of the Wildcat faithful that are here at Frank Constantino Sports Complex.
It's a beautiful place. Beautiful.
Yeah. I've always liked this.
And this press box is so much better than the old one.
Yeah.
The old one, not as comfortable, we'll say. It didn't have the creature comforts that this one has.
I've been here before for a couple games. I've always liked this.
Here we go. Neary in the shotgun. Back to the action. Handoff to Grayson. And he is short. Does not get in. So that was their last shot at getting into the end zone. That'll be first down and 10 for Depew with 31 seconds.
All I got to do is just a couple quarterbacks.
Yeah, just plow forward for, you don't want to kneel in the end zone.
Nah.
Take the safety, but it should do it.
Talk about a goal line defense there for Depew. That wasn't their first time either, stopping them at the, inside the 5.
Well, they did it before the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Great to be out here again, Frank. It was really good to be out here watching football. What a great way to spend the day.
That should be it for Depew and Lakeshore.
All that's left is to shake hands and call it a day. Is that allowed under COVID? Are we allowed to for the players to shake hands? Or are they
I'm guessing probably not.
to? Well, they're still doing it anyways. Some habits are just so hard to break.
Yeah.
You're so used to congratulating your opponent and hey, good game, way to go, best of luck to you the rest of the way, that sort of thing. And then to tell them no, you can't do that.
It's sportsmanship.
Yeah,
it's
it's sportsmanship. Exactly.
At least they're able to do it informally,
Exactly.
Couldn't do it formally, but hey, at least they.
A lot of people happy to be watching some football. All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. And for Tony Fiorello, Frank Wolf, I'm Tony Caligiuri. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for being part of our